What's up, Hacksters? I'm here with Kwabena Agyeman at Arm TechCon, and we're going to talk about OpenMV.
Hi everybody, this is the OpenMV cam, and right now I'm showing off us running with a thermal vision camera and taking a picture of Alex. So as you can see right here, the OpenMV cam is actually able to find her body in the picture and draw white rectangles around it.
My fingers are pretty chilly. That's so cool. So is this the OpenMV H7 or M7?
This is the new H7 that we just kickstarted for about $95K.
Wow.
It features the STM32H7 processor that has the same performance of a Raspberry Pi Zero, but on a microcontroller.
No way!
So really great bare metal performance if you ever just want to go have fun and go off into Sealand. And we also have the FLIR Lepton on board for thermal imaging, and you can do computer vision on a thermal imaging system.
Wow.
Additionally, we've got an LCD shield on the back, so you can actually see what the camera sees on the go. Anyway, yeah.
That's so cool. So what's the difference between the H7 and the M7?
So the M7 is the same CPU core from ARM. It's the Cortex M7 processor.
Oh, that's why it's 7.
Yeah. The M7 was named that, and then ST decided to release a 2x faster, 2x more RAM version, and our naming scheme got messed up, so then we just called it the H7.
Cool.
So the original one was the STM32F7 processor, and then we're moving to the STM32H7 processor, which is their highest end.
Baller.
Yeah.
So you can swap out the cameras on this module, right?
Yeah, you can. So we have the thermal vision camera system, and then we have two other ones. They both look the same on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
We have a color camera, which is the one that you get by default, and then we also have a global shutter sensor if you want really, really high quality images. For
Like super
vision.
fast, right?
Yeah. This guy can reach up to about 400 FPS.
Dang!
In particular, there was a product called the PX4 Flow, originally built for like quadcopters, so they could stare at the ground and do optical flow. And so we built a new version of the OpenMV cam that allows you to do optical flow on a quadcopter staring at the ground with really high speed. In particular, we have about 4 to 8 times more processing than the original PX Flow camera.
Wow.
So we're hoping to see what people can do with the OpenMV cam for quadcopter optical flow when it's really high up in the air.
That's really cool.
Anyway.
This is like a little tidbit about you. This isn't the first time you've worked on cameras pointing at the ground. You've done some really cool stuff with FPGAs for Planet Lab.
Yeah. So actually, my day so OpenMV isn't my day job. Hobbyist stuff. No, to actually keep food on my table and whatever. I do FPGA engineering for. I did FPGA engineering for Planet Labs. In particular, I was working on the really high-end FPGAs, like $3,000 a chip, to do 47 megapixel image capture, and then like JPEG correction and such.
So are you using your FPGA chops with this, or is this a whole separate?
It's a whole separate thing. It's kind of hard to really use the FPGAs for hobbyist stuff, just because a $3,000 chip isn't exactly something that those kind of chips are just a little bit too expensive. So we're just focusing on like hobbyist level microcontroller stuff for the OpenMV cam. But yeah. And then now I work at a self-driving truck company. I've done the embedded systems and such.
What excites you the most about working on this?
OpenMV?
Yeah.
Actually, it's a weird experience where I enjoy helping people get their projects done and such.
That's so weird.
Well, let's just say I do enjoy that to an extent. Sometimes it goes overboard, but I like helping people genuinely get something cool done and helping them build a little robot and getting into machine vision easily.
Yeah, what are people mostly using it for?
So our biggest applications for the OpenMV cam are color tracking. That's originally how we started developing this product, which was basically to be a more programmable CMU Cam 5 Pixie kind of sensor, where you can easily track colored objects and then kind of get the detections of where they are and then toggle I/O pins based on that.
Oh, cool. So, for example, if you wanted a robot to grab yellow ball
so the best example would be getting a robot to like follow a little ball around on the ground, or building a self-driving car robot. So I think I have some pictures of that on my presentation.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So this is
Has anyone done a robot that assembles Legos? They must have.
Yeah, people have done that. Slideshows. Yeah, so this is the example of what the OpenMV can see that? Yeah, okay, there you go. So up here we have some folks just doing a little robot that's following the colored ball, and so that's an example of what most people like to use the OpenMV cam for. And it's just a nice way of getting introduced to computer vision, having to learn about how to deal with the camera, how to learn about how to deal with image quality issues, with lighting, and various other things. So it's a great introduction without having to deal with a lot of install processes. And then, for example, then if you want to go
it's
more
like the
professional,
donkey car.
yeah. So we have the OpenMV cam basically racing over here, and it's able to track this yellow line on the ground and run a robot car at a pretty high speed. And for this example, it's actually doing another algorithm called linear regression to find the yellow pixels in the image and then draw a line through them. And the robot steers to stay on the line, basically.
Cool.
And that same kind of thing is happening down here with this full robot.
Oh yeah, you can see the little...
Yeah, so that's basically what it's doing. That's the binary image of the robot segmenting the field into black and white, and then it's doing linear regression to find the center of the line and draw and basically travel.
Super cool.
Yeah.
So earlier, you have this one plugged into USB, but that's not what's actually doing that's just for power, right? All the processing is happening on the camera itself.
Yeah. So I can put this with a battery and connect it like this. And so we sell everything with the battery. SparkFun will provide you with lots of LiPos. They have a whole production system set up to get those because they're kind of like, you can't ship batteries, but whatever the case.
Yeah.
But see, anyway, we sell the LCD screen, and we also sell the OpenMV cam, and you can get the FLIR Lepton. And
that's super cool. We'll get some close-ups.
Basically, can the camera actually see it? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so cool.
And you've just wrapped up a Kickstarter for this. You said you raised $95K.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Like, what do you wish you had known going in?
Kickstarter has changed a little bit from when I originally prepared our campaign. We focused on making a really nice video.
Yeah.
And didn't really put a lot of game into doing the marketing or making the web page, etc. look really awesome. One note for if you're doing a Kickstarter, the game has changed from the video being the most important thing. It's now about kind of clickbaitish. So you need to put together nice GIF images like this.
Oh yeah.
That let people scroll through really quick because they're not going to watch the video actually.
Right.
And
that's true. I never watched the video.
Yes. Yeah. So back about 5 years ago, people actually did that. The video was the most important thing, and the campaign usually was not the thing people put efforts into.
Yeah. There's whole companies based around producing your video for Kickstarter now.
Oh yeah. But it's really
too bad for them.
It's really a consumer product kind of marketing experience now. So if you're going to do a Kickstarter, you really have to invest a lot of time and energy into creating a very, very comprehensive Kickstarter campaign. Not just a video, but also a campaign webpage of graphics, of GIF images showing off what the product is doing. And then also you have to focus a lot on the marketing. Because Kickstarter is now there's been a split between, I think there's a company called Hardware Supply, or what are they called?
Crowd Supply?
Yeah, Crowd Supply for like hacker hardware projects.
Yeah.
And Kickstarter and Indiegogo are now focused more on consumer products and such.
Yeah, even their like design and tech sections are mostly design.
Yeah, consumer products and such. So if you're going to go on Kickstarter to like make your own little embedded system, you're really going to want to try to focus towards on making it consumer friendly-ish. And if you're trying to make an embedded system for hackers and such, maybe go to Crowd Supply.
Ah, cool. That's good to know.
Anyway.
What do you think you learned from the last time?
We kickstarted the first one, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, but we did everything better for the first one. So we had like, so for the first one we had like a pretty lame video. So we did a much better video. And we put much more effort into the campaign, and we put like some effort into marketing and various other things. But it's all like, I didn't understand when I first got into that how much. So OpenMV is really just a two-person company that we run in our free time. And realistically, if you're going to go on Kickstarter, you're competing against people who are like doing this of like a six-person company who's fully dedicated to making that product go. So they have like someone who's really working the marketing angle 100% of their time. So it's a different ballgame if you're going to get into it.
Yeah. How do you balance the two? Like your day job and the OpenMV stuff?
It's hard now, I'll say that. I had more free time previously, but now since OpenMV has gotten a little bit bigger, I spend most of my time actually answering emails and running the website and doing help support.
Yeah, that takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, it does.
But it's awesome that you're spending so much time on it, because companies do neglect that, and then people end up just completely disenchanted.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have help support is the best thing you can do. You really have to have a good help support game.
Yeah.
Answer every single email.
Yeah.
But then realistically, I only really get to do development on the weekends really right now. Weekdays is just spent answering emails and help support and running the website and etc. So running business operations.
Yeah, that's cool though. Yeah. It sounds like you have all your shit together.
I think so. Until taxes come. Anyway.
Oh yeah, that's terrifying. To be honest, that's like one of the big things is like stopped me in my tracks when I've thought about ever like launching a thing myself. It's just like you have to do so much paperwork and so much taxes and everything.
Not really.
No?
If you found your company as an LLC, it's just through taxation, so it's just like the company just appears as extra revenue on your tax return. But you have to go through a lot of steps of forming the company first, getting a business banking account, getting a virtual PO box to have an actual address for your company. There's a lot of business setup operations you have to do to kind of prepare for that. But once you do it, though, you can have a company that kind of runs itself a little bit.
Sweet. Oh, that's good to know. So when are you shipping these?
Oh yeah. So for the OpenMV Cam H7, we have the M7 on sale now. And for the OpenMV Cam H7, we're going to be shipping these probably next year, around February or January.
Wow, that's so soon. Awesome.
Well, I wish we could.
I guess it's
sooner.
already basically a complete thing.
Oh yeah, we're already done with the design and everything, and we scoped it all out. The issue is we had to do a production order of ST chips, so we were actually buying from the factory now. 10,000 STM32H7 chips. And when you're going to go to buy from the factory, there's a lead time of 14 weeks or so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
so that's not like
they might be able to pull in a little bit, but it's like 10 weeks or something, and so it's a few months. So once we get the chips, then we'll already have all the other components, and we'll be able to build everything in one go. So we're just waiting on the chips, really. Trying to build a product, and when you're sourcing from DigiKey and Mauser, etc., makes it very expensive because they're charging about 2x the price of the chip when you can get it from ST directly.
Oh, that's good to know. So people can find this on Crowd Supply?
No, we're on Kickstarter.
Okay, Kickstarter for
should have gone to
one.
Cloud Supply, but
well, I feel like some people do like one after the other, like they do Kickstarter and then I don't know.
So we have our current store right now for the M7 Open.
Yeah.
Just to make life easier for me, we're going to segregate it into 2 stores. So we're going to have we're using Backer Kit, and we're going to have the Kickstarter pre-order store. Which after the campaign's finished, we're going to put up a Backer Kit store, which you can go on to and you can pre-order items.
Cool.
We'll have our main store, which you can go to just to buy now. And we'll keep running those until we've actually fulfilled the OpenMV Cam H7 order, and then we'll shut down the Backer Kit one.
Oh, cool.
And
we'll just have everything.
Move everything to the main store.
So where would they find this? Do you have a dedicated website for it? It sounds like
it's the H7, all the product specs and everything are on our current store.
Okay.
You just can't buy it there.
Where do people find that?
Well, there's a link right when you visit our website. There's a huge link that says go to our Kickstarter. So,
and we'll put that into the description so that you can.
http //openmv.io.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking.
Pleasure.